That was pretty crazy, guys. Anyway, thanks for joining me today. I'm over here on the California Central Coast, where we are in the middle of a atmospheric river bomb cyclone. So we're in a pretty bad storm. Now, it wasn't supposed to kick up. Well, actually, I should say that the worst of it isn't supposed to start till about 8 p.m. tonight. And we're supposed to get winds between 25 miles an hour and 40 miles an hour with wind gusts of 60 miles an hour. So far, I've only been able to record barely 25 mile an hour gusts. And this tent, I don't know, just wanted to blow away like a kite. So I'm a little worried, to tell you the truth, because now this is, Hilleberg's yellow label tent. So this isn't a red label or a black label. So it's not really exactly meant to handle the craziest of weather. But I would imagine that it should handle at least 50 mile an hour, 50 mile an hour sustained winds. I've heard a lot of good reviews from users on the Hilleberg Facebook group. So honestly, I am a bit surprised that it's struggled like this. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to double pull it right now. I've got the poles of my Lock 2 with me, which are the same size. Hopefully the wind's going to allow me to thread the other poles in, because it's pretty tough with these tents with these sleeve poles over here. It's a lot easier when you're in a red label tent like a Sulu or a Lock 2 or Styka, where you can just peg out the sides and you put in your poles and then you just clip it up to the top. And I gotta say, it just makes it a breeze in the wind, no pun intended. All right, so that's the plan. Originally, I wanted to pitch it with the long end into the wind. That's why I was pitching it basically sideways into the wind. I wanted to mount my Hilleberg Tarp 5 to it and cook in the front of the tent. But yeah, the winds were just way too strong, so I scrapped that idea. All right, cool. Well, wish me luck. Double pulled, so as you can tell, the wind is blowing pretty good, and the is a lot sturdier right now. The difference with the two 9mm poles. I'm the only one in the campground. Originally, I was supposed to go to the Big Sur coast, but every time we get a lot of storms and landslides, they shut down the road. So now there's about a 50 mile section on the Big Sur coast that's completely closed off. And I'm glad I didn't go in between the stores, because I would have gotten stuck over there. Anyway, so right now I'm just gonna get my air pad inflated, bring in my sleeping bag, and start cooking because I'm getting hungry, and then also I want to get a brew on. But yeah, again, I feel a lot better with this second pull in here. It's definitely making the tent a lot sturdier, and hopefully it'll hold the entire night. Check it out, that's right there. How cool is that? Tonight's brew is a Samuel Smith Taddy Porter. Yeah, this one's from, it says a product of England. So from the UK. I've never tried a porter from there, so this will be interesting. I used to live up in Portland, up in Oregon, and it's like beer capital of the US over there. See how this stuff tastes. Oh yeah, that's different. That's different from the ones I'm used to over here. This one doesn't have as much of that coffee flavor, and it's not as sweet too. Huh. Pretty good stuff. Anyway, so this storm should be a really good test for the Niak. I'm pretty excited about this. I'm not as worried now. I'm not as worried now that I double pulled it, and I've also double pegged it all the way around. So it should hold up good, hopefully. Anyway, on the Facebook groups, on the Hilleberg Facebook groups, a lot of people recommend double polling these, or at least getting the 10mm poles, and now I understand why. Not just these, but also the Una. So this one was modeled after the Hilleberg Una, which is, it looks a lot like this tent without the vestibule, but that one is a 4-season tent. This is a 3-season tent, but it's a pretty robust 3-season tent, at least it's supposed to be. So we'll see. Gotta watch out with this candle over here. It doesn't get too close to the fly. All right. For dinner tonight, we are having. We meaning I. Oh, I don't know, it's like sounds like popcorn. All right, cool. So, yeah, beef and potato hot pot. Cool. Expedition Foods. My first time having this stuff. I picked this up while I was in the Lake District at Gaynor Sports. Oh yeah. Cheers again, fellas. Well, I gotta say, dinner was very, very good. But I'm still a little hungry, so I got myself snacks. Oh yeah. Pretzels. Nothing to write home about. But yeah, probably should have brought a little more food. So even though I've been cooking in here, when I pitched the tent it was wet and everything. High humidity, it's raining outside. There's not one drop of condensation inside the tent. It's pretty cool. It's probably some Hilleberg voodoo right there. So I peeked my head outside the tent a little bit earlier, and I'm the only one on this side of the campground. There's like an RV thing up front, and there are some people there, but no one in a tent. I wonder why. Well, you wouldn't believe it. This tent is leaking as well. I honestly can't believe it because this tent doesn't have the cap problem. You know, a lot of Hilleberg tents with the hat on top, when you're in wind-driven rain, like this is, you know, there's a lot of wind, and you get wind that just blows in sideways. It goes underneath the cap. It'll saturate the zippers and leak inside the tent. Not crazy, but, you know, enough to annoy you. But this tent has no cap, and it's not supposed to have this problem. And the zipper is leaking all up and down. I'm going to show you guys. Basically right there. Oh yeah, you can tell where the water is just kind of dripping right there. Yeah, and I think it's coming all the way from the top. Yeah, the zipper is closed. Let's see. See here. Yeah, the zipper is completely closed, and it's leaking from. Well, it's not leaking from all the way from the top. It looks like it's starting. Looks like it's starting right around here. Huh. Oh, there it is. And here's the thing too, is that there's no condensation here. Like, absolutely nothing. So this is just really the water that is just coming in from the outside rain. Oh yeah, look at that just come down. I'm getting it over here inside the tent, just leaking on the air pad. I can't believe it. It's just, it's unbelievable. I don't know, it's just crazy. There's like a little point up here, probably where the stitching isn't done right. And water's getting in, and it's just coming in and leaking down the zipper, down the side. Well, crazy, guys, crazy. Well, the rain's really picked up now. I'm gonna try not to dwell on it. Oh man. But yeah, look at that. I mean, that's like quite a bit of water now. Whew. Man. probably just reach out to Hilleberg and find out what's going on. Good morning, everyone. I woke up to a cloudy, gloomy, but yet very atmospheric morning over here. It's gorgeous. Anyway, it rained and the wind blew till right around 6 in the morning. I fell asleep probably a half an hour after that, and it is now almost 11 a.m., so I did sleep in a little bit. But yeah, there's no way that I could have slept in that wind. It was just too bonkers. Also, I was up a little annoyed about the leaking of the tent. I had a theory that maybe the wind blew water underneath this rubber flap over here, but no, I'm actually noticing the stitching that is holding in the rain fly to the rubber flap, and water has gotten underneath it, so then it made its way probably onto the zipper fabric, which, you know, caused the leaking inside. The worst of the leaking was actually at the top. I also checked the stitching of the pole sleeve, nothing. So that's perfectly fine underneath. There wasn't any kind of leaking going on over there. So it is all coming from this fabric here that it looks like the stitching maybe failed. I don't know if Hilleberg uses a hydrophobic down. I have no idea. But I'm going to reach out to them, see what they say, and hopefully it's an easy fix. I don't know. They might just tell me to seam seal it, and honestly, I'd probably be fine with that. But, you know, for $800 or whatever this tent is, wherever you are in the world, it's annoying that that it is leaking. But this wasn't anything that was life-threatening, you know. If I was miles away from civilization, wild camping somewhere, I wouldn't have gotten like hypothermia or anything like that. You know, the drips of water were very, very small, so cool. That about does it. I'm going to pack up the tent and mosey on out of here. I hope you enjoyed the video, folks. If so, give me the old thumbs up, consider subscribing, and I'll see you next adventure, my friends. Cheers.